I'm not sure if I've ever reviewed two laptops that are more compatible for a head-to-head review. We have the Dell XPS 16 and the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Ultra. Both have Intel Core Ultra 9 185H CPUs, 32 gigs of RAM in the RTX 4070, and they're both almost the exact same price. Now we're going to dive into the features, the usability, the performance, and see which one is ultimately right for you if you're considering between these two as your purchase options. Now, first and foremost, taking a look at the chassis. We have aluminum chassis, nearly the exact same thickness. So as you can see, the big difference here is going to be that the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Ultra has a bigger chassis, but this is really interesting. As we open up the laptops, I'm going to show you the difference in where the screen actually starts and stops. So if I hold the screen up to the bottom of the Book 4 Ultra, you see that there's a tiny bit more screen available to you on the Dell XPS. See, there's it sitting on the floor. It looks smaller. But if you put it up to where actually the screen begins, there's a little bit more screen real estate from the Dell XPS 16. Pretty interesting device configuration. Now, a little further exploration in the display. We have a 2880 by 1800 resolution at 60 Hertz for the Book 4 Ultra at 400 nits of screen brightness, 100% sRGB, 97% Adobe RGB, 98% DCI-P3, all at a delta E of 0.42, versus the Dell XPS 16, where we have a 3840 by 2400 resolution at 90 Hertz refresh rate, 395 nits of screen brightness, 100% sRGB, 91% Adobe RGB, 99% DCI-P3, and a delta E of 0.74. So slightly less color accurate on the delta E rating, but very similar on the range of the color gamut that it can reach and the brightness. Now, going ahead and picking these laptops up, the Dell XPS feels a little bit heavier, but that might just be kind of how it feels in my hands. You can see the weight and thickness coming up on the screen now. Looking at port connectivity, two USB Type-Cs along the left side panel with the HDMI for the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Ultra. On the other side, we have micro SD card readers, USB Type-C, USB Type-A, and headphone jack. Now, there's a little dongle that comes with a Dell XPS 16 in order to give you an HDMI and a USB Type-A. So it's a nice little touch. If you're looking for a more on-the-go friendly setup, you only have to bring the laptop. You don't have to bring the extra dongle to get USB Type-A or HDMI. That could make a big difference for a lot of people. All right, taking a look at our options for the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Ultra, you can see $2,999 from Best Buy. For the RTX 4070 version, honestly, this is the version that I would go for. I would not choose the Intel Core Ultra 7. I just think it's underpowered with the 16 gigs of RAM that it comes with in an RTX 4050. The 4070 is really where I would be putting my money, especially if you're somebody who wants to be doing 4K to 6K video editing, 3D modeling with something like this. It's worth the extra money. And keep in mind the touchscreen. That is not going to be pen capable. It's just a touch screen. Now moving on to Samsung.com, you can see we do have both options here. It's about $100 more on Samsung.com unless you have a trade-in. At the time of the recording of this video though, keep that in mind. So perhaps they'll have a sale on it and it might drop in price a little bit. Now looking at the Dell XPS 16, it's a little bit less money by $50 currently for the Dell XPS 16. Occasionally, I've seen this jump up. You can see right now you save $600. So they're having some sort of sale at the recording of this video. So keep that in mind. The price might change, and that's why I always recommend you check the live pricing in the description below. Remember that the links are there, so you can go ahead and check the pricing. If you do make a purchase, I'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. All right, now one big difference between these two laptops that could be a game changer for some people is the upgrade path. For the Dell XPS 16, it comes with a boot drive in the M.2 slot. That is the only M.2 slot available inside of the laptop. Now, it is upgradable. However, for the Book 4 Ultra, you have two M.2 slots, one occupied with the boot drive, one unoccupied. So that could be really advantageous to somebody wanting to quickly expand their storage. You pull off these 4 screws beneath the feet here on the bottom cover of the laptop, and then you just go ahead and upgrade that M.2 slot with a new SSD. Very easy upgrade path. Now we have a very similar setup here along the bottom with where the ventilation takes place here, and then along the back panel here. But for the Dell XPS 16, you can see on the top deck, we have these speakers that are placed right there. Let's do an audio sample between the Samsung Galaxy Book Ultra and the Dell XPS 16. Now there's a webcam on the top bezel of each of the laptops. Here's a sample of the webcam as well. This is the webcam on the Dell XPS 16 and a little sample of the audio for you as well. This is the webcam on the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Ultra and a little sample of the audio for you as well. Now I'm turning the laptops here. Let's test the open and close test for these two laptops. See which one opens and closes easier with one hand. It's a little challenging to get a hold of that ridge since there's no little nook there. You can see there's a little nook to put your fingers in. It doesn't happen on the XPS. So you kind of got to get your fingernails under there and then you can open it up. But it doesn't slide around. It's heavy enough to be opened with one hand once you can get it. There we go, it opens up. Now let's check out the screen bounce. It's the same, very, very close. Screen flex, nice rigid top cover. Both have nice rigid top covers. You can see it's honestly a little bit bouncier on the Dell XPS from my observation. Now, huge difference between these two laptops. Where's the trackpad on the Dell XPS? It's hidden. I think it's really cool, futuristic vibes going on. Basically from the Alt key to the Alt key is your trackpad. It's in this space here, and it is a haptic trackpad. It's very nice. I noticed that it's easy to double click. Like you double click, you almost like triple click, super easy. So it's very sensitive. We have a manual click trackpad that does actually feel like a haptic trackpad. The manual click doesn't compress down as much as you would expect, and it's very responsive. Has a very nice satisfying click sound as well. This one's much more quiet. Now looking at the keyboard, so let's see, you can see the trackpads are just about, let's see, so it's there. So the trackpad is a bit bigger on the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Ultra. Now looking at the keyboards, you see we do have a big difference here. Numpad on the right side, the trackpad is shifted over to the left. The trackpad is centered on the Dell XPS 16, no numpad, both have fingerprint readers, so quick open access to your device. Very large shift keys on the Dell XPS, large shift keys on the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Ultra. Both have the Windows Copilot button, but we have the keys a little stuffed a little bit more together. They're a little bit larger, so kind of remove that spacing around the keys. Quiet. Nice, satisfying, short to medium key travel. Short to medium key travel on the Book 4 Ultra. Here's a sample of me using both the keyboards and trackpads so you can hear what they sound like. Now, instead of having a row of function buttons along the top, we have these haptic buttons. I like them because they're separated and it helps me easily identify the button I'm looking for. I often feel like I'm searching more when they're linked up with like an F1 key, where when they're just like set out above the laptop here on the upper panel of the keyboard deck, they're just easier to identify. I'm just like, oh, there's my volume button. Oh, there's my brightness button. It just a little easier to search out. Now they're both touch screens. Okay, you can see we have touch screen on the Dell XPS 16 and on the Samsung Galaxy Book Ultra. Okay, another big win for the Book 4 Ultra. You can get 10 hours of battery life out of the Dell XPS 16, but the Book 4 Ultra will get you 11 hours and 30 minutes streaming video playback. So you get an extra hour and a half battery life out of the Book 4 Ultra. 76 watt hour battery in the Book 4 Ultra versus the Dell XPS 16 99.5 watt hour battery. So though they have the same components, same RAM, CPU, GPU, you can have a little bit more optimized system here with the Book 4 Ultra. All right, without further ado, let's now get into the performance section. Remember, the specs are exactly the same. So whatever the performance we see, it's how well the company, the OEM, was able to optimize those components within the laptop. Looking at Geekbench single core and multi-core, you can see the Dell XPS has a 2397, where the Galaxy Book Ultra comes in with the 2291. So the Dell XPS looks to be outperforming in single core, as well as multi-core right off the bat. As we move into the simulated benchmarks, however, we're looking at the Photoshop benchmark. The Dell XPS and the Book 4 Ultra are neck and neck, 6799 versus 6754. So components optimized very evenly for Photoshop. That 32 gigs of RAM is very helpful for both laptops. Looking at Autodesk 3ds Max, Autodesk Maya, PTC Creo, and SolidWorks, these two laptops could not be closer in performance. It's crazy. I did not expect them to be so close in performance. It's like the modern futuristic laptop versus this super classic Ultrabook. Pretty interesting. When we're looking at playback, for the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Ultra, we have 24 drop frames for B-RAW, 589 for red footage. For the Dell XPS 16, this is where the Book 4 Ultra kind of takes the prize. 1,675 drop frames in B-RAW, 1,809 frames in red footage. So as far as 6K playback, you're gonna get better performance out of the Book 4 Ultra. But let's go ahead and take a look at those export times. 4K export, we put a 9-minute 4K clip, place it into Premiere Pro, export it out at full quality 4K settings. For the Dell XPS 16, 2 minutes and 17 seconds. For the Book 4 Ultra, 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Nominal difference between the two. 6K, 9-minute 6K clip, placed in Premiere Pro, export it out at full quality settings. We have the Dell XPS sitting at 20 minutes and 7 seconds. The Book 4 Ultra, 19 minutes and 33 seconds. If you're looking for which laptop outperforms the other, they are completely neck and neck. Where you're gonna see big differences between these two laptops is obviously an extra hour and a half of battery life for streaming video playback. You're gonna have a manual click trackpad instead of the invisible haptic click trackpad. You're gonna have a little bit taller screen of the Dell XPS 16, even though the form factor makes it look a little bit smaller when you line them up side by side. However, there's a tiny bit of thinness, a little bit thinner Book 4 Ultra. On the keyboard deck, you're going to have a numpad, not gonna have a numpad. You're gonna have upward facing speakers on Dell XPS 16. There's these little nuances that hopefully help you make the decision to find the right model that's correct for you. Links in the description if you're ready to make a purchase, or click or tap the screen here for more videos to help you with your buying decision. See you in the next one.